Mathematics 6. Simple interest. Objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to define principal, interest, interest rate, and time. Describe and apply the formula for finding simple interest. Recognize the importance of converting months to years before applying the interest formula. Apply the procedures for finding simple interest to solve problems. When we deposit money in a bank, we receive some interest for allowing the bank to use our money. Similarly, when we borrow money from the bank or a lender, we pay a certain amount of interest for using their money. In either case, the more money being used and the longer it is unpaid, the more interest must be paid. Simple interest. Simple interest is also called flat rate interest because it is calculated using a fixed rate. To find the simple interest, use the formula I equals P times R times T. Here are some terms you must remember. Principal, P, is the amount of money borrowed or the capital amount. Interest, I, is the additional money paid or fee for the privilege of using the principal. Interest rate, R, is the percent of the principal charged as interest, usually at a fixed yearly rate called rate per annum. But sometimes, interest rates are calculated semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, or even daily. Time, T, the amount of interest depends on the length of time the money is deposited or borrowed. Total amount, the amount after the interest and principal amount are added. Here are some examples. A. Lucia borrows 50,000 pesos for 2 years at a rate of 4% per annum. How much interest does she need to pay at the end of 2 years? Solution. Use the formula to get the simple interest. Change the percent into decimal first. Multiply the 3 given numbers. Therefore, Lucia needs to pay 4,000 pesos interest after 2 years. B. Gray was granted an educational loan of 100,000 pesos. The interest rate is 3% per year. If he decides to pay in 9 months, how much interest will he pay? Solution. Use the formula to get the simple interest. Remember that the interest formula asks for the time in years. However, the time was given in months. So to get the time in years, we represent 9 months as 9/12 of a year, or 0.75. Change the percent into decimal. Multiply the 3 given numbers. Therefore, Gray will pay 2,250 pesos interest in 9 months. C. Solve for the interest and total amount. Let's practice. Find the interest after the given period of time. 1. 12,000 pesos at 5% per year for 6 months. Answer. 300 pesos. 2. 30,000 pesos at 7% per annum for 3 years. Answer. 6,300 pesos. Find the total amount after the given period of time. 1. 12,000 pesos at 5% per year for 6 months. The answer is 12,300 pesos. 2. 30,000 pesos at 7% per annum for 3 years. The answer is 36,300 pesos. Did you answer them all correctly? Great job! Remember, simple interest has a fixed rate. To find the simple interest, use the formula I equals P times R times T, where I stands for interest, P stands for principal, R stands for rate, and T is for time. To get the total amount, add the interest and the principal amount. Don't forget to change the percent into decimal whenever necessary and convert time if needed.